I think it's important to, if you're going to be, and I think John would sort of back me up on this. If you're thinking about trying to embed, children being active within the classroom, it should be done in a way which matches with your kind of vision as a school and in your approaches and what you're trying to achieve as a school, and making it actually part of the curriculum, rather than being something that happens sort of perhaps in isolation, or just it's keep fit week, so let's just do it for 1 week. It should be carefully thought about, planned and mapped, and just part of the fabric of what you do as a school. If it's important to you, then it should be important to you, not just for 1 day of the year or one week of the year. You don't want to pay lip service to these approaches and what have you. So just think carefully about how it works. And again, the success or failure of any initiative in an organisation, be it a school or any other, is when your staff feel empowered and enabled to do these sort of things. So how are you going to train your teachers? How are you going to make it so that they can be creative themselves, to allow their students to be creative? Are there resources that are going to be needed? Is there a training demand? What resources will you need? Do you need to subscribe to Teach Active to support your maths and numeracy in your school? Where else can you go to look for these things? What can you do to develop it within your team? Is it subject specific things? How can you do that? Active learning in science, will look different to active learning in English, for example. So how are you going to make it work in those different areas as well? And so, my advice would be, again, don't just stick it to 1 week or 1 day of the year. Build it in and think carefully. And if you're identifying this as a need and an approach within your school, then do it, and do it properly. Don't just sort of use it as a little sticker to tick a box for one thing on a day or a week within the year.